Ethereum is a cryptocurrency that has infinite utility, and I really do believe almost anything can be done on the Ethereum network. I believe that the future of currency is going to be governments making their own cryptocurrencies that are centralized and issuing them off the Ethereum network or other networks. This is because it's a lot easier to issue these digital currencies off already existing networks, as it leverages their scalability and decentralization. Now, there has been some recent big news for Ethereum regarding CBDCs, which are central bank digital currencies. High-up individuals in China have actually discussed the possibility of launching digital currencies off the Ethereum network. Yao Quan is the former head of Digital Currency Initiative at the People's Bank of China, and he currently maintains a high-up position in the Chinese government and all of the Chinese government's regulatory commissions. He has actually been discussing releasing a CBDC and doing it off the Ethereum network. So, CBDCs are essentially a digital version of physical cash, processing transactions and allowing for payments. So all these would do is they would be pegged to the dollar. In China's case, this would just be pegged to the Chinese dollar, and in the United States case, this would just be pegged to the US dollar. So these are operated by the government of a country and can act as a replacement for physical cash or work in tandem with physical cash. So they don't need to fully replace physical cash, and both can work together. Yao Quan has said it would be a very good complement for the dollar right now. These digital currencies would, however, need to be issued off somewhere. They could issue this off a centralized finance platform like big banks, however, this would be very difficult to create. There are already existing massive decentralized networks that are very easy to issue certain currencies and other cryptos off. Ethereum is an example of this, and this right now is one of the biggest cryptocurrency networks in the world, and cryptocurrencies are issued off it the entire time. So it would be very easy for the Chinese government to issue a CBDC off the Ethereum network, and this would leverage its security, decentralization, high transaction throughput, and it would achieve much lower costs of making it. Yao Quan has discussed the potential of launching off Ethereum and saying this would probably be the best network to do it from. Currently, there have already been CBDCs that are planned to be issued. The Ukraine is planning to issue their own CBDC off Stellar, which is about the rank 15 cryptocurrency, and the Marshall Islands are planning to issue their own CBDC off Algorand, which is about the rank 40 cryptocurrency. So, as you can see, there are already governments taking initiatives to do this, and I do believe while these governments are currently planning on XLM and Algorand, I do think that eventually more governments will choose Ethereum when Ethereum 2.0 comes out, as Ethereum 2.0 should make the network much more efficient. This will, however, mean governments need to wait about 6 months. However, I do think Ethereum is going to be the go-to network for launching CBDCs off, as it's simply the biggest and the most trusted network. Currently, Ethereum is doing way more than all of these other networks in transactions and protocol-generated fees, and it does have a huge advantage. Also, XLM and Algorand are nowhere near as decentralized as Ethereum is right now, which is holding them back a fair bit. Already, $100 million in bonds has been issued off the Ethereum network by the European Union, so it does already show that people are issuing money and debt instruments off the Ethereum network. It also shows that it can be done. The European Union have already done this with their own government bonds, and since they've already done this and it's already worked very, very well, this means a lot of governments like the Chinese government will actually look to the Ethereum network, in my opinion. The Ukraine or the Marshall Islands haven't actually launched their CBDCs yet, however the government bonds have actually been launched on the Ethereum network, and I do think this shows Ethereum is very far ahead in this, and a lot of people do trust the Ethereum network right now. So, Yao Quan has also said that CBDCs could be more than physical cash. This isn't really an argument I've heard before, but it's very interesting. He believes that CBDCs could allow simple digital cash, and they could also be smart in nature. This means the CBDCs could actually have smart contracts in them, which allows for the money to transact without the use of a middleman, which is very interesting, and I'd be interested to see how this will work. He told the spring conference at Beijing that they could have smart contracts in CBDCs, and the Chinese government could actually leverage smart contracts to make their own currency very much better. This is a very interesting future, and it will be interesting to see if all of these currencies will use smart contracts one day. So far, there actually hasn't been too much of a reaction to this news. This does surprise me a bit because this is actually a Chinese government official who is talking about launching the entire nation's currency off the Ethereum network. Of course, this would add tremendous value to the Ethereum network, and a lot of Ethereum would need to be bought to make this actually happen. So, Ethereum is still sitting above its bull market support band, and it does seem to be trending slightly up. It isn't looking too bad right now for Ethereum, so I'm not too worried. It's looking pretty good on the price, and one thing that I've actually noticed is Ethereum does still look like it's in a bull market. Ethereum's sitting above its bull market support band and seems to be trending up. On the other hand, Bitcoin is actually below its bull market support band and does seem to be in somewhat of a bear market. So, I am quite confident in Ethereum's price right now, and it's ranging really between $2,800 and around $2,200. So I do think anywhere in this range is a pretty good buy price, and this is where I'm accumulating Ethereum. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. You can see after its massive run, it still has had a massive cool-off of about 40%, but I do believe Ethereum will be able to eventually approach its all-time highs once again. So, overall, that's all I've got for you today. There's some big news on the Ethereum network, and it really is looking quite good for Ethereum. If all of the governments around the world decide to issue their own central currencies off cryptocurrency networks, it is going to be very good and very beneficial for these cryptos. One big thing that recently happened was El Salvador made Bitcoin a legal tender, and a lot of people believe Bitcoin will become actual money. However, this is going to be very difficult to happen because Bitcoin is so volatile in price and it simply wouldn't work that much. That's why I do believe the future is going to be governments issuing their own stable coins that track the dollar exactly off other cryptocurrency networks. So these will all be issued off the Ethereum network and all of the other cryptocurrency networks, which should add a lot more value, and I don't really believe Bitcoin is going to become genuine money. Anyway, thanks for watching the video.